Right, and we're live by the looks of it. Hello, Sim here. Right, so this is my first stream ever, and nobody's in at this point in time. I had a few issues. Oh, some people come in. Hello, say hello in the chat room. I'm looking at my laptop to make sure everything is okay. And can you guys hear me? Let me know. Can you guys hear me? Yes, fantastic. Right, I had a few little technical issues. I updated the firmware in my Cronus Max Plus, which is what I normally use I use my Xbox One Elite controller. Cool, everything's looking good. And of course it's not playing ball with the PS4, so that added a few extra things. No, you won't be able to see me, I'm afraid. This is Sim, the voice behind the video. So I haven't warmed up on the PS4 yet, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I played on the Xbox One earlier this afternoon, so that was all good. Let's just go and get into a game. So how are you guys finding this? Are you enjoying this game? Why did I switch to the Xbox? So for those of you who've been with me since the beginning, started off on the PS3. It was the first console I had. And then of course, you know, doing YouTube, Xbox back then had all the DLC content first. So I went, I'll go and get myself an Xbox too. You know, I was on the fence, and I got that. And of course, whoever was running the Microsoft Xbox division back then mucked up, and well, COD is now on Sony. But I'm still dual console, and I'm still going to be getting myself an Xbox One X because of the 4K Blu-ray drive, even though I don't have a 4K TV at this point in time. I mean, Sony really missed out on a trick there. They should have had a 4K Blu-ray drive. Lots of input lag, sweet. It's going to be interesting. Effectively, the only test I had was like about last weekend when the beta was on, because I had a friend that I did a PS4 share screen to, and they could see the game, and I had to tweak settings initially to get PlayStation to accept to do the whole streaming to that individual on the share play, and then I managed to set the things back. Hi Smashy, how you doing? Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how I play live. It's also interesting to try and stay calm, no raging. Yeah, this will be the first time I've played on the PS4 for this weekend. Very interesting. So everybody else has ranked up much more than me, and we'll see how it goes. So I really do appreciate, for the first stream ever, you know, there being quite a few people watching, so that's really nice to know. Yeah. Yeah, no pressure, I know. If you caught my video earlier on this afternoon, I was mentioning that, you know, when you traditionally do a YouTube video,
Team Deathmatch,
the pressure's on to get good gameplay for the video. That's how it feels to me anyway, because, you know, you want something entertaining to watch, and it's like live stream. Here we go. No Moabs, no brutals.
stay wary, pick your shots.
Well, I tend to run down the middle at the moment, and I use a smoke grenade, so puts me there, and I get die straight off the bat. Sweet. So, as I was mentioning earlier, I normally game my Xbox One Elite controller, but I'm completely gaming with my PS4 controller because I did a Cronus Max update. And normally I use an Xbox One Elite controller on my PlayStation 4, but recently they just did an update I did a firmware update and it's not playing ball, so I'm going to have to figure out what the technical issue is later on, which is a bit annoying because I like my Elite controller. I really do. And so I'm gaming with my broken Shark controller at the moment. Which makes it fun. It's also going to be interesting to see how I'm going to do, because at the moment I don't think I've got a single kill, which is not good. Not good.
Incoming enemy artillery. Get to cover. Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover.
Yay, got a kill, man. I was just waiting for the artillery there. Whoa. I do prefer to use the smoke because it allows me to sort of rush around more. I was having a blast on the Xbox area this afternoon. But right now, yeah. It's not going quite well yet, so whether I got to do an adjustment, I don't know, or it's just a case of me warming up with a different controller, which is hopefully more likely the case. That's what I'm hoping it is. Trying to just chill, have fun, not get stressed out, no raging.
Care package observed. Deny them their resupply. Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
Hopefully they're spawning sort of right there, and there's a teammate who just spawns in, and what just killed me? The care package? Did the care package just kill me? The jump shot I found for me personally is, because I've got a broken paddle which I use for jumping on this particular controller anyway, is the absolute necessity for this game. I've killed so many people using the jump shot.
Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover.
But I'm not doing a good start at all. The other thing about it, of course, the Elite controller is, and I might have to tweak the sensitivity settings, is that I've got curves on it, so I can tweak the control stick. So what the settings feel, there you go, jump shot. What settings feel right that I've programmed in, like I think 4 and 6. It's naturally not going to be right because these are the natural curves, whatever they are, and yeah, they're not working for me at all. So I'm just going to knock them down by 1 and 1. Well, let's knock just down the vertical at this point in time. I found that the vertical is the one that I struggled with, and I had to seriously, while we get caned.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
And there's a lot of UAV spam at the moment, and I'm not winning. Oh wow, look at that. It's there we go. 3 versus 6, and that's probably why. So I normally shoot down the UAV, but it's a shame if everybody's raging, but I can understand if people's bullets aren't quite connecting at this point in time. Yeah, I'm glancing every so often at the comments, and yeah, going straight from an Xbox One controller back to a PS4 controller with a half a paddle, if that, on one of the things that allows me to do the jumps. Ooh, gee whizzy. Maybe the horizontal does need to go down just by 1. Yes, it's definitely struggling, because it's like, one, I had to figure out how to stream, which was interesting. I'm gonna go around this way. So yeah, I looked at my laptop to see if it could do the streaming via the Elgato, but that was a negative. Interesting. Just waiting for the kill streaks and everything. So for me, yeah, there we go. Sensitivity settings much better, but shot in the back. It's 2 versus 6, very interesting, but I will persevere. Whoa, really? I know it's an SMG, but oh, I'll have to catch up on those. There you go. Jump shot. Yeah. I do like the jump shot, and it has saved much. Well, naturally, 2 versus 6, but at least I found my sensitivity settings. Is the gameplay of me being completely wiped out and overpowered by a team coming through okay? All nice high def audio okay coming from my what do you call it, headset? Just catching up comments. So out of the SMGs that I've gained with so far, I like the PPSH. It's my favourite SMG. I haven't obviously got to game with this one yet, so I have no idea. The Waffle, I wasn't so keen on. This one has a slow rate of fire, so maybe if I put on a faster rate of fire. But at the moment, I've been mounting quite nicely with the PPSH. And of course, the good old STG. That's a nice gun too. Very nice. Gonna be interesting. See how this how it plays. Yes, I'm the YouTuber. I don't know. Let's go with that.
Advance and take position.
So obviously this was the first map that came up. I know there's probably some way of hiding those notifications, probably by turning it off.
Remember your training. Make us proud.
Dear, because normally I see them coming like pixelated and not shared on other people's screen when I'm seeing them do it via PS4. Smoking around here, it's normally I prefer earlier, but of course I'm thinking. Oh, I got shot in the back. Talking and gaming at the same time is always fun, and I can't see the chat window. There we go. Alright, let's put the suppressor on.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
Oh, I do love the sound that this particular gun makes with the silencer. But obviously the silencer has only got a limited range. And hence, if I think I'm going to be more of a distance engagement.
Incoming enemy artillery. Get to
God,
cover.
get in
Enemy
cover.
bomb incoming. Get to cover.
But I do like this gun. Oh my god. Might end up changing lobby post this game and see what happens. There we go, I can kill. See? The jump shot. Oh, suppressor. That choice may be there. Oh dear. Oh my god. Just bad timing. It's like, sometimes it's fun trying to get the rhythm. And once I get into a rhythm, I just go beast mode. But yeah, Switching controllers at lastminute.com is not a good idea, but hey, c'est la vie. So you can see that it still does its job. Does a nice little job there. Got to watch there. And go back around this corner. Oh, no! So they're coming on the bridge and up top. So I'm going to have to flank differently. Oh my goodness. Nope. That. Way too far of a range to engage. Right. Still want to try and get around this way. Because effectively you've got like a nice little wall. Sometimes I'll go up there, but I think they push too far, so I want to just throw them off. Right, silencer on. Spawn over to here. There you go. Terrible shooting, but hey. That's why you have to have a lower sensitivity, because some of these guns are really, interesting to use.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
Trying to figure out where they all are. Oh, there you go. There you go. That's a montage mode. So when I get into the rhythm, things are nice. It's just sometimes it takes me a little while to figure out what's happening, and I'm just going to wait. Oh my goodness! I thought that was a friendly for the enemy score streaks and stuff. Oh god, too close to the... I don't know if there was like an indicator of which direction. I know you got the grenade indicator, but it's like I thought it was behind me, not in front of me. But hey, ooh, hey, Mr. Thistle, how you doing, mate? Ooh.
Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover.
Yeah, quick draw being not fixed is not good.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
Right, I'm going to get out of there. Come up here. Get you and duck in. Right, so I think they're all spawning behind us. I was right. Because they pushed too far.
Incoming enemy or two. Get to cover.
Please get me in. Right, now I've got to figure out where they are. I'm hoping.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
I know they're going to be spawning around me. Damn. So you can see in SMG, he can do his work, and you can see why I like this jump. And you can see that jump shots, in my opinion, are absolutely key to this, because you make it a bit more challenging for them to shoot at. Right, smoke grenade, man. I got smoke grenade. Because normally, effectively, these two walls, got that wall and that wall. Oh, and I shouldn't have shot, but hey. For me, I like your spawn flip walls. If you push the other side of it, but you know you can be one side of it and just keep the enemy in, just keep running and patrolling that area. Oh, that went down. Oops. Whoa. I've not actually been up here, but I thought there was somebody there behind me. That's quite funny.
Keep this up and you will find yourself on the Eastern Front.
Oh. I'm just reading through the comments. Hi, Stephen. Think of the new sprint out times of the latest patch a bit faster across the... Yeah, I think somebody else has commented that I don't think they've rolled them out yet. But I personally haven't noticed. But I don't have quick draw on that particular class setup. I only have, what is it? Grip. And as you can see, that was doing me well. It comes down to play style. So I've got... there we go, grip and extended mag, because obviously I'm going through bullets like nobody's business. And I tried to stop the compulsive reloading, because that gets me killed a lot. I played this afternoon on the Xbox One, because on Thursday when it came out, I only had about enough time to download it and played a few games and was not happy and was sort of ragey because it was very nasty. It just wasn't very nice, and the previous night it wasn't very nice. But this afternoon, on the whole, it was playable for me. I know others were still having a but it really comes down to accuracy. A lot of people will be raging, saying, "Oh, bullets are going through it," but it's like comes down to accuracy. And this map, this is camper paradise. I don't like that. What sensitivity am I on right now? I'm now on 3 on the vertical, and I believe I'm 6 horizontal, and I play inverted. Because back in the days, let's try let's try the STG. Back in the days when I first started gaming, you know, we didn't have anything like this graphically. It was a lot of flight sims, so it was joysticks. So, you know, to go up like that, you pull back on the joystick. So that's why I'm used to that, and that's why I play inverted. I can't play the other way round. Absolutely.
We have tactical advantage. Keep firing.
I saw a dude. There's my compulsive reload. Oh, terrible, terrible. So I might have to. No, I'm on 5. I'm on 5 and 3. So I normally, if you joined me earlier, normally game on an Xbox One Elite controller, and they have particular curves that I've set that, you know, I adjusted for me. So for the dead zones and things like that. And I normally game on that. But there was a firmware update for the Cronus Max that I did the update, and of course it's not talking to the PS4 right now. Oh my goodness! So I'm gaming on a traditional PS4 controller, although it be the Sharp controller with a broken fin paddle. I found this a little spot the other day, and it was quite nice. It is a spawn point, as you've just probably seen. But it is still a nice little thing, and this oversees this area. But this is a bit of a... Oh dear. I might have to set that sensitivity down by 1 more. It's like really low, but it's like just tweaking it in. We'll see what happens. Could be too low. Oh god. That's typical. It's like I normally want to pick up another weapon.
They're on the move!
I don't actually joysticks, yeah. I don't actually do keyboard and mouse gaming. I did when I was a PC gamer back in the single player days. So when I picked up the PS3 at launch, oh my goodness. We'll try that again, but we'll have to probably knock up the sensitivity again. So single player, I was okay on keyboard and mouse, but I've not done keyboard and mouse as a single player perspective for years. Oh my goodness. You were sat in the corner, you camper. So this defines this map for me. Camping, big time. No, I've got to change that sensitivity back. So yeah, I know others have used the Zim, and you can see the jump shot is very effective, and SMGs sort of are winning. Then I switch. What I don't like about this game is the UI, the user interface, the GUI. It's very confusing. It's not quick, navigable in an efficient way. And you can hear we're being UAV spammed. I'm hoping that the audio levels of game sound and my voice is right, because I don't think I've got any control over that at all. So if I've ever seriously started gaming on my PC, which I use for video editing, but is very, very, very capable of gaming, because it's. Oh, I was expecting somebody to be down there. Yeah, just didn't see him. Then maybe, but I know it's a bit more of a hassle. Did I see movement? I did. This connection seems to be a bit laggy, to say the least. Did that look laggy to you? It seemed to jutter.
Firing for full effect. Target zone locked.
I don't know about that one. Might have to take the suppressor off.
Aircraft in the air.
My goodness, my situational awareness, terrible. You can shoot down the UAVs. There they are. That one's gone away. What they do tend to do, some of these dudes, is they'll run around this bit into this building to flank you. Right, actually, I might have to up it again because I might have got tuned into my controller now, or haven't warmed up.
Incoming enemy artillery. Get to cover.
It could be the streaming, I guess, where it's causing that slight little jitter. It's always possible. I don't know.
Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover.
I think he's down.
Hello! Okay, how you doing? Yay! Got a kill. Woo. No, pushing this way is bad. So, as per my video earlier today, I found the most effective thing is to use a smoke grenade and run up the middle of the street, sort of thing. I saw. Oh, see, whenever I go chasing for somebody, bad idea. Bad idea. Wow.
Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover. Pull back.
That went terrible. So I think we'll change lobby and see what happens. The talk between the PSSH and the Type 100. Let's switch it up. I'll put on a Type 100. I'll switch up one of my other classes. I call them class. Everybody's going to call them classes. Even if I want to call them division slots, whatever. I find that the Type 100 by default feels like it's a slower firing. Good game, yeah. I guess. I guess so, considering I wasn't, too at the bottom of the leaderboard, even though we didn't win. I find the Type 100 quite slow fire rate. Let me come out of this. And boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Let's put it on this one. because the beauty about this one, do you recommend quick draw on this one? Definitely going to... What do you think? Do you think, hey, Quinn, how you doing? You're on the other team, yeah. Let's go for that. Let's put steady aim on, see what happens. Yeah, so am I a network engineer? No, I'm not really a network engineer. I am an engineer from the computing world and systems and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm more technically based, but I don't play with network switches for a living or anything like that. It's all self-taught. Yeah. Yeah, interesting question about the skill-based matchmaking. I found that last weekend quite a few games were quite close, you know, like 2 to 3 points in it. But yeah, they probably turned up the notch on the skill-based matchmaking for those. But to say the same thing, right, it's weekend 1 effectively for the Xbox community, and it feels the same. So whether they use stats from your existing accounts or it's just all placebo and we all feel like it, I don't know. Or the skill-based matchmaking kicks in quite nicely straight away after a couple of let's say 3 games to get some sort of like stats and then they refine it. I don't know. So the mountain class, obviously, you know, the sniper running around straight off the radar, but as soon as I fire the game, I'm done. I'm on it. It's fun.
Move out and take position. Hostiles inbound.
So, oh, I don't have a smoke grenade on this. Damn.
We're breaking their backs. Taking heavy casualties. Push
got
through.
stuck. Double kill. Nice. So I prefer to I gotta watch it because I'm expecting them to spawn there. So I'm just starting to get the feel of this map, because this map is absolutely huge. It really is. So I tend to sort of dart off the main street into the... Oh, goodness gracious me. Mantling at the same time. Just unfortunate that his teammate came around. What I've found for my particular play style, running along the street and then dodging into the side. Oh my goodness, everybody's there. Is my most effective method of playing this map. Whenever I try to run up this way, oh god, I'm getting stuck. I don't do so well.
Enemy taking heavy casualties.
I haven't done too much Dom, but I have done it. And so we're you know, it's warmed up. We'll play some Dom post this. It's the classic. Let's run around here. Oh god, that was a teammate. A classic, you know, people going for kills rather than going for objectives. And so they triple cap and stuff like that, which really annoys me. So, from a domination perspective. And I know that this weekend they've been playing about with the... Hoping they haven't spotted me. Yeah, see, running two out in the open, but normally this is where I use a smoke grenade. But this week they've been adjusting the score values for like capping flags and stuff. So one domination game I was in, it just seemed to be UAV spam. But then you could say the same about the TDM earlier. So it's the balance. Well. See, feel the Type 100, although you know is fairly accurate. Once it's got a grip on anyway, and it does kill. Certainly close range. It feels slower firing. You're going to be flanked. Somebody's going to be flanked. I saw you.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air. We're being outmaneuvered.
Come on, teammate, kill him.
We're breaking their backs.
Ooh. Oh, I got knifed in the back. I was going to say that wasn't intentional for that spot. It's like, oh, it's an interesting spot. So there you go, jump shot again.
Kill them all. Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover.
Grenades galore.
Fighter strike inbound. Find cover.
Oh my goodness.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
For the Duma question, for me, preemptive works best for me. When I'm doing the DSL reports, if I set, you know, if you have like 100% on both upload and download, and you've done a reset distribution, obviously on reactive I get the highest download and upload speed when it's reactive 100% because it's completely unlocked and uncapped from a bandwidth perspective. But when I do like a 99%, 90%, 80%, going down by 10% at a time, sort of like all the way down to 10%, and I do that, and then I go to DSL reports and run the test, and then go to the share results page. When I do that for both reactive and preemptive, I find that on preemptive, for me personally, that I get A+ the easiest, and I get a lot of low milliseconds on the pings and stuff, which is all good. And reactive for me personally is a pain, a real pain, doesn't work that well. But it's ISP dependent. I'm glad that had quite a few bullets in the clip because it needed it. Oh my goodness, grenade spam, grenade spam. Oh yes. This is dangerous, I don't want to stay here too long. So I think really it depends on your internet service provider and the type of underlying technology being used, whether it's DSL, VDSL, ADSL, fiber, you know, true fiber, which one's going to work best. Obviously, a lot of us in the Duma community are still waiting for Duma OS. I would like it like now, but they seriously underestimated the amount of work involved. And I'm trying to figure out where these guys. I'm expecting them to spawn over here, but they're not there. You know, I'm going to run across here and get shot in the back. And there's the disadvantage of not having suppressed weapons, but there we go. But that's why I don't feel that this gun is a beast compared to the PPSH. See? That's the PPSH. I feel it's better. Yeah. I remember it was like autumn last year that they were hoping to bring out the Duma OS, and then it was spring or Easter-ish, and we're now autumn the next year. Yeah. Come on. I'm hoping he's coming out that way. Oh, damn.
Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover. Strafing run inbound. Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
But as I've mentioned in other videos, I do get stuck by walls at times. I've lost my train of thought. Yeah. What kind of weapon you got? No, nothing. Oh, nice. I know, isn't it doing a thing? My brain has gone for a second. Not good, not good. Yeah, that's it. They seriously underestimated it. The effort required, because they've done basically a complete rewrite from the ground up. And they've got to get it right, otherwise they just kill their own company and it's dead, and the NetDoomer will no longer be heard of ever again type thing. So that's why they've just got to spend however long they've got to spend to get it right. And
enemy mortar fire incoming! Fall back!
Otherwise, you know, you still didn't die, eh? That's annoying. Nope. Failing.
Enemy
miserably.
care package observed. Deny the enemy resupply. Enemy paratroopers surrounding us.
Oh dear, paratroopers. They're quite lethal, actually. Because they will drop shot you. When they parachute in, they will kill you from above. Yeah, or at least I went positive, technically. Yeah, obviously the further you are from the server, the higher your ping's going to be to the server. But as long as your ping's under 30, then you're going to get the 60 hertz updates from the law of averages, because it's 15 milliseconds to travel both directions to the server and back again. Right, let's go for a domination. And let's come out of this lobby. See if I can tweak that class. Do we have like rapid fire? And we don't have rapid fire yet. Yeah. So that increases. Let's take the steady aim off. Yeah. We'll attempt to take the steady aim off. Put the advanced rifling on instead and see what happens. Then we'll do domination. Yeah, so the newer CODs, and I think some of it also, to me, feels like it's down to YouTubers, the bigger YouTubers who go for, frenzy kills and super kills and nuclears galore every other game. Just show you, demonstrate, we'll just play domination, we'll play it in this way for kills and not for the objective, which really miffs me off. That's why I do like war. I guess any of you've seen, I haven't put a war video out there yet. I want to sort of do a montage of stuff. But you really do need a team. You need at least a 3-man team, in my opinion, so that you can cover the 3 lanes generally that are in a map, and to coordinate. Once you've got that in place, it really forces you to have different classes or divisions, because you have to have a sniper division, a smoke division, an LMG division, SMG, all that type of stuff. So, looking at your question about, software and hardware, my guess, because I don't have an insight, and I think I've mentioned it on previous bids of mine, is that they're going to focus on the software first, get all the core software there, and introduce some plugins that give you features A, B, and C, whatever they be. Some of them might be freebie features, because they just add extra enhancements that are useful for certain games or certain communities or whatever. And others would be, paid for. But once they've got out the core, I'd reckon that was when they would then focus on the hardware. They might be doing another hardware like a Mark II, where it's got a 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi and all that behind the scenes as well, and making sure it runs on that and ironing out that, so that they can then bring out, that. But, that's my complete speculation. I have no idea. And I've never played Domination on this map, so I have no idea how it's going to flow. But we're about to find out. It wasn't one of the developers who died. I'm assuming you're talking about A7 Legit. He was just another fellow YouTuber. I found out the sad news last weekend on Twitter, as you do. And then when I saw the first tweet about it, I was shocked, mortified. I couldn't believe it. And therefore, I did a Google, so to speak, on Twitter to try and find some more tweets and stuff. And it's like, oh my god, this looks like it's true.
Remember your training. Make us proud.
He was in Australia. He was only 38, and he died of a heart attack. It's a real sad thing because he helped a lot of other people out in the NetDoomer community. Oh, this is where BDOM is naturally. Alright, behind his wall, capture it. Come on. Defend. Woo, we got it. Whoa, that's how you do it.
We have the momentum.
So I know. I know he's definitely going to be missed, and quite a few people are shocked.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air, taking C.
It's life, and it's a sad thing, but it happens, and it's a shame because I was looking through my tweet history, and see, he just doesn't seem to fire fast enough. But I think I'm gonna have to persevere for rapid fire. But I've been interacting with him since, like, I don't know, 2014 or something. But I've been interacting with him just over Twitter. I've never spoken. I've never spoken to him in person, but yeah. But we interacted. Ah, lovely. Interacted a lot. Oh, oops. I popped out to home screen or something. That was nice.
Enemy taking B. Enemy recon aircraft in the air. He is lost. Enemy care package observed. Deny them their resupply.
Yeah, it was very sad. But because a lot of us were like, we couldn't believe it, but it was the case, and yeah. I'm all the way back here at A. Sniping. What do you guys think about the snipers? I'm useless at sniping myself, but it seems very easy for people to quick scope. Very, very easy. What do you think? Let me know in the comments.
Get to cover.
Yeah, you can get out of that corner.
Securing Bertha.
I'm just hoping I can get B back.
Fighter strike inbound. Find cover. Recon airborne. There's the capture. Recon aircraft ready. Recon searching for targets.
There we go. When I go sort of silent, you know I'm seriously concentrating. Well, oh, I did see him because he's in the white what's it, but it's like, just wasn't in position. Now I just need to make sure we defend B.
Enemy capturing Beta.
Movement!
Recon flight concluded. Enemy recon aircraft in the air. Have them on the run.
Really?
Have them all.
There we go. Oh no. At least we're winning. We're winning. Right. Brr.
Losing objective Kaiser.
Movement on the ground!
Enemy recon aircraft in the air. Enemy capturing Beta.
Right. Normally you can see it in the air, but it's not so easy to see the
He is
UAVs.
lost.
I'm expecting them to come around this way.
On the stairwell!
Yeah, I thought you'd be in that corner.
Good work. Prepare for the next advance.
And we won that round anyway.
Head down! Head down!
So have I got any quick scopers in the lobby?
Domination.
I'm going to do like a
Remember
little
your training.
montage of me
Make us
sniping
proud.
in one of my future
Care
videos.
package descending. Protect the
So it's going to be
capturing
a bit of fun,
Enemy
interesting.
control C. We hold Anton. Enemy taking heavy casualties. Push through.
Brrr.
Securing Beta.
I always
Recon
find it
airborne,
interesting the
searching
way
for
they
targets.
pronounce
Fighter
Beta.
aircraft approaching target.
Ooh, shotguns.
Enemy
Nasty.
controls B.
Hi, JT.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
So having a good bit of domination. Always interesting. Oh, come on, come on. Poke it, poke it. You're not going to, are you? Ooh, ooh, another one of you. Nasty. We really need to get B back, so we're going to have to go and help them out. Certainly whilst they are grenading and stuff.
Capturing Beta.
So this little wall is quite nice and handy. I'm glad that at least we've got...
Recon airborne searching for
Oh,
targets.
couldn't. Okay. I'm glad that that little wall's there, because normally a lot of B-DOMs are so exposed and you can't get it, but I think that's a well done. Oh, really? You just shoot me from all the way up there? Yes, you did. Or was it that and a grenade? Right, I'm going to help out defend. They normally just lay down there. Oh, God.
Strafing run inbound. Enemy taking B.
Oh, I killed him at the same time.
Recon searching for targets. Securing Beta.
Whoa.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
Oh, get one and then get done by another. But you can see it's a pretty close match.
Losing objective.
Right, where's the white sniper? There he is. No, I can't run around that way. Okay. Oh god, we lost B. Gotta get a B back. Oh, that's interesting. Nice bug. Will you? Oh, I hate campers.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air. We need reinforcements.
I hate campers. I really do. But you'll never get rid of campers ever.
Enemy contact at Anton.
I'm gonna be.
Enemy taking air.
Oh.
All positions in enemy
Hi,
hands.
Carl. How you doing, man? Yeah, I don't like this map. It is my least favourite map out of the 4 maps we've had.
Care package descending. Protect the
chance to
drop
play.
zone. Losing objective Kaiser.
Right, let's go and help. We
Enemy recon
need
aircraft
to
in the air.
get B back. We really do. But I'm on the wrong side of the map.
Enemy recon aircraft
Oh
in the
my
air.
god.
Paratroopers in
Shotgun
the air.
again.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
There it is. Oh god, got to sort out these paratroopers quick. Because these things are nasty. Oh no, they're friendlies. God blimey. I'm just used to the enemy team calling in.
Enemy strafing run incoming. Get to cover. Enemy care package
That was
observed.
too aggressive.
Deny the enemy resupply.
We need to get B. Gotta get B because we're losing. We're losing the game. We were winning.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
You can see this section here. They just hold this section down.
Enemy mortar fire incoming. Fall back.
And it's so open. It's like you need to get to there,
Fall
but you
back.
can't.
Prepare to attack.
Okay.
In the library! They're moving through the apartment!
So if any of you like held back, you know, said I'm not going to get the beta or pre-order it and then go, let's watch what the beta is, watch the things. Are you still waiting for the launch before you decide whether you're going to buy it or not? Or you're going to go, nah, COD's it. I don't want to get it. I'll watch others, but I won't buy it. I'm just curious what the mix is out there. I know there's a lot of ooh, the M181 has been unlocked. Let's come out for a second. What you guys think? Score streaks. What on the HUD? Do you mean? So the whole what's the best speed? Right. Let's. What was it? I just saw something get unlocked. There we go. It's this. Apparently that's really good. So, not that one. We're gonna unlock it. See what it's like. The speed all comes down to you. What's important traditionally it's speeds that affect the lag compensation algorithms, however they affect it, they just appear to do so. And lower speeds, not silly low. Back in Modern Warfare 3 days, yeah, it was less than a meg, but nobody had gigabit internet back then. And the games still don't use that. They use less than a meg up and down. You can see it if you've got a Doomer and put the network monitor on and just put it and just untick everything else and leave your console enabled. You'll see the graphs and you can just see how much bandwidth they use. They don't use that much, but it's the latency. So when I do the 10% from like 99% to see what the effect of the preemptive or reactive, whichever one works for you, and then go 90, 80, 70, 60 and make a note of the milliseconds that you get. The one that gave me the lowest millisecond, because that's what I want the fastest, how fast can my packet get there. Don't care about what my download and upload speed are, I just want to know how fast the packet will get there. 80% upload, download, and being preemptive for me personally works the best to give me the lowest ping. Still a high upload and download, because if I didn't have a high upload and download, or certainly an upload right now, I wouldn't be streaming this. You see what I mean? Because the PS4 is doing the streaming because my little recording laptop isn't powerful enough. No. Apparently the Elgato for streaming requires an i7 quad core, and that's $1,000 for a laptop. Nice. Not. Hi FaZe. Welcome. Yeah, Steven's been playing COD since the original one on PC. Yeah, that's actually how I got into COD. So I used to be a PC gamer and I used to be a single player only gamer. I never did multiplayer in my life. You know, I played Descent, which is like a space 3D shooter in as like a spacecraft going through a cave. Back when I was at uni, and we had like you know, LANs. So you know, you'd have a house party, and there was a bit of Quake as well. But I never really seriously played multiplayer. It's like then during my 20s, didn't game anymore. And then I found Call of Duty because it was on offer, and got Call of Duty number 1, played the single player campaign. Call of Duty 2, played the single player campaign. I liked that. And then of course COD 3 was coming out, and this is when I actually decided about getting a console, because they're saying, you know, we're only going to bring it out on console, we're not going to bring it out on PC. Marketing ploy, right? And it's like, but I like that game. And I was fed up of having to upgrade a PC every 6 months. I couldn't afford to do so, and it's like, yeah, a game's a bit more expensive on console, but it was cheaper, so that's why I went for a PS3, because because I've been in the PC world, I was fed up with Microsoft at that point, and I wanted something different, and the PlayStation offered a Blu-ray drive, which the Xbox didn't. As an all-in-one, they offered an additional separate drive called HD DVD. And of course that failed because Sony had it in the bag, especially when they had James Bond and they sent out Casino Royale to everybody who bought brand new PS3s back at launch. So that was fairly cool. Yeah, Twisted. I thought quite a few people would watch and wait until launch. Last week. Yeah, that's frustrating. Yeah, but I think what I'm glad about is that on the Reddit forums and stuff, which I haven't really personally interacted with Reddit too much, but I have read posts and stuff there, so it's, I don't know, it's a new forum central. I'm a bit behind the times, I guess, but you know, they're using that to interact with the gaming community to tweak things there, and I'm glad that they brought the beta out now, so they've got 2 months to go and do all these minor tweaks and analysis of all the data grabbing that they're going to do to make the game better. Obviously, the whole supply drop thing that we know is coming is going to be a contentious issue as always, because I really don't like supply drops just because it's a gambling thing. And since we have a lot of kids, you know, underage kids who shouldn't be playing a 18 plus game, it worries me when you've got younger, super duper excited YouTubers and all that jazz bringing it on and egging people to go and buy supply drops and stuff. So, but for the World War II thing, I like it. Some people will go, they're jump shotting and stuff. Yeah, we used to be able to do that in the old CODs, and it's part of skill. Get used to it. It's not like we're pretending to jetpack. Yeah, Descent and Descent 2, and it really chewed up the PC back then. So I did like that, and so I used to play with keyboard and mouse. But although I have tried a bit of keyboard and mouse recently with like some of the battlefields and trying it online, going, oh my god, again, it's like going back to school again. But it was exactly the same when I got my PS3. It's like, this is a controller, how do I use it? And it took me ages. And I'm trying to remember the launch title, the first party launch title with Alien Invasion, Resistance. I really did like that game. I did like that game immensely. I had a lot of fun. Yeah, I can understand that. Getting the game on the cheap. For me, it's like, not to preempt a video that I haven't made yet, but it's like, oh, this could be contentious. Destiny. It's not my cup of tea, but I might buy it later when it's on the cheap, just to play the campaign. Right, let's try domination again with the new gun and see what his new gun's like. Yeah, if this game come out post Black Ops 2, I mean, yeah, because it's still boots on the ground and everything. Although I could understand, you know, we got dolphin diving sort of here, you know, where you can drop shots, so I like that. There's no sliding mechanic. I was wondering if they were going to do that, but they've added longer sprint times via divisions, so that's cool. And I like the leveling up, and I like the way that they've forced people going, I want the pick 10 system, and I like the way that they've forced you, for example, like this, I think it's the Mountain Division that effectively has Ghost and Dead Silence as you unlock the, you know, the particular ranks within that division, but you can't put a suppressor on it, and I like that. So that means that you've got to play stealthy, but run and gun, go into the area and withdraw and kill and come back out. But only the Airborne Division can have the suppressor, but they can't have Ghost and Dead Silence. So I do think it's a clever way. Oops. No, I don't want to play with that one. I do think it's a interesting, a clever way of balancing up the perk system. But of course, people are not going to like it. Oh, I do like that. But I'm not playing with the class I was thinking I was playing with. I'm still playing with an SMG class. But hey. I can hear footsteps. Nope. Oh yeah, the pro perk system. I do remember that, and it's like, I never knew what the stuff would unlock when you had to do challenges A, B, and C. But I don't know. I wasn't so keen, I guess, on the pro perk. But it adds a bit of... Oh god, I thought it was somebody trying to be sneaky.
Able is overrun.
Right, they're overrun.
Taking Charlie. We can't keep this up.
God, I nearly touched.
Enemy recon aircraft observed.
God, the suspense in that kill. There you go.
Securing A.
But for me, I don't know how I would do the jump shots like that. I love my paddles. This is going to be dangerous.
Charlie is ours.
It's a don't do move, as I just demonstrated. It really is.
Breaking their backs. They're taking bait. Aircraft ready. Call for a strafing run.
Hopefully you...
Lost B. Recon searching for targets. Shit,
right.
Azon bomb mission underway. We control all objectives. Hold the line.
For me, a paddle scuff controller,
Fighter pilot inbound.
that type of thing is key for this type of game. I don't know how I'd do it with a keyboard and mouse. I guess with these gaming mice today, that have got like a zillion buttons on them.
They're taking Able.
It's very interesting.
Charlie.
Split spawns, I think we've got at the moment.
They're taking Charlie.
I don't know. I don't know if I could do. Oh god, with triple caps.
They're taking Able.
Gee whizzy, I hate this triple capping, but hey. Ooh.
Recon aircraft standing by. Recon airborne. Cover me.
My goodness.
Enemy capturing Charlie. They're taking Able. They're capturing Charlie.
Oh, always when I get up towards the street, get to hey, Higginsy, how you doing, man?
Recon airborne.
Welcome to my first stream, man.
Enemy recon aircraft observed.
There's no pressure whatsoever. You don't have your jetpack. Stay down.
Recon flight concluded. They're capturing Charlie.
Ooh, got watch B. No, you are coming back this way.
They're taking Charlie. Good work.
Ooh.
Rest up for the next push.
Yeah, in general, I'm definitely liking this because you would have seen
Domination.
like
Take
a
control.
lack of videos from Sim here, and
Advance and take
past week or
position.
so, I think your
Securing
inbox might have been hammered with
Dug in at Charlie.
new vids.
We have the momentum.
It's always challenging to do just because
Enemy
they,
controls
you know,
A.
have a real time? Jeez, I have a real world job, whatever, and
Fire in the hole! Securing Baker. Fighter pilot inbound. Strafing the target.
so you know, finding time. I mean, we in the UK we had a bank holiday on the Monday, so that was quite handy from a video making perspective to have some time.
Closing with aim. Nailed it.
Oh god, they're pushing in too much. That's our
We
home
control all
spawn.
objectives.
It's gonna.
Hold the line.
So this team is triple capping,
Enemy
which
contact at Charlie.
I hate.
Azon bomb mission underway.
But it just makes you've got to seriously think of where they're going to spawn. And I'm not a
Capturing
spawn
Charlie.
master or
Fighter
anything
aircraft ready.
like
Off our
that.
strafing run. Recon aircraft standing by. Recon searching for targets.
Are they spawned back at A? Really? I would still personally expect them to spawn back at C. Whoa! And there we go. So I lost my flow, lost my momentum. I lost my flow, yeah.
Recon flight concluded.
There's times where I feel I'm in harmony with the map and I know where the enemy is, and other times, like right now with the triple capping, nobody firing. I haven't looked at the scoreboard yet, so I don't know if they've all they've all rage quit.
Enemy contact at Charlie.
It's like, where is he? Where is he? Probably going to spawn back at C because the home spawn is right there.
They're capturing Able.
Oh, I hate it when it gets like this. I'll catch up with the comments in a second. Is that him? Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, there are some beasts of players out there. Everybody knows I'm not a beast, but I can pull some moves off and stuff at times. But yeah, they nick all my kills and then make it really boring. Is it still one? Oh my god! This has got to be the first time that it's been
Well
like
done,
this
soldiers.
for me
Head to the rear and rest up.
to enter a game like that. I love it, Hixie. Yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of people when they saw me putting NetDoomer videos up, went, "Oh, you must be sponsored by them," and it's like, no, there's no financial relationship whatsoever. It's like when I did TP-Link. It's like I found this router. Well, I actually just happened to have it, and I found it had features on it, and I used it, and went, "Oh, let's make some games playable." And I did a load of videos on that, and people thought I was sponsored by TP-Link. You know, and it's like, no. And of course, I only found out about NetDoomer due to my subscribers, PMing me and saying, "Hey, NetDoomer's coming out," and it was like what do you call it? Black Friday, where all the crazy shopping stuff that they do, and it's like you're sitting there in front of your computer. It's like they're going on sale at 8 o'clock. Ready, refresh that web page. Ready, buy. And that helped Advanced Warfare. I mean, but yeah, without a geo filter, yeah, it makes the game more playable. It doesn't fix it, because that's down to the developers, but it makes it a lot more playable, a lot more enjoyable. But it's not to say it's bug-free. It's definitely not bug-free. Oh, did I unlock anything? You don't get enough time to... Not that. Which one? Did I get quick draw? No, unlocked nothing on... Oh, because I didn't use that class. I used an SMG class. Duh. Yeah. I don't like to name out particular countries, but all of us in the UK know that certain gamers will cause issues. But what's quite interesting is that, the top of Spain will have 150 milliseconds, and the bottom of it, of course, is even worse. And it's like, my God, and the jitter and stuff, it's just terrible. So yeah, for me, Spain or Italy. It's nothing personal, it's just the way the network infrastructure is and laws of physics and all that jazz. Oops, that was a fail, complete fail. Because I thought I had smoke grenade on this glass, and I don't.
Closing with Able.
Terrible.
Enemy capturing Charlie. Able locked down.
So B's going to be in the middle. Oh no. So I don't like the Type 100. Well, I've got to give it a chance. I've got to persevere. It's like I know quite a few people. He's still up there. I'm sure he is. Oh, I got him. The red hit mark. Got to see it. Oh, gee whizzy. Ah, man. I think that was the waffle. But one of the things about this particular COD, you got to listen to the enemy chatter, so you have to pay attention. What side am I on? Am I on American or am I on German? And then listen to voices, because they tell you precisely what's going on around you. It's really good things. You got to pay attention to that sort of stuff. I really want to get to B. This is a nice flanking route. We got watch over there because we tend to have snipers and stuff. But this side of the map tends to be more dead. Oh, he is there. Well, UK technically has its own server already, but yeah.
Enemy care package observed. Stop there.
A lot of people haven't heard of Brexit. I mean, I was talking to some other Aussies, and no idea of what Brexit was. I guess only Europe knows what it is. But it's going to be interesting. But obviously I don't comment about politics and stuff because that is just so divisive, or you know, it just opens a whole can of worms. I'll tell you, I'm sure I've mentioned it in previous videos, but Modern Warfare 2 was the
enemy flamethrower on the
kill.
battlefield. They're capturing Able.
Right, time to change to my PPSH, which is what I prefer. That seems a little laggy, but that could be just down to streaming too, and my eyes and glancing at the wrong monitor. because we do not have any map control here. I want to flank. Hey, another Twisted. Hey, how you doing, man? See there, I heard the German voice. Oh, definite lag. Oh.
Securing Charlie.
Hello.
Enemy recon aircraft observed.
I'm screwed. That's knowing where the home spawn is. I can hear footsteps.
Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover.
Gonna run around here just to... Ooh!
Recon
Have we got an
aircraft in your
AFK?
area.
I think we
Recon
might have an
searching for
AFK.
targets.
Aye.
Azon bomb ready.
Woo! Nice!
Taking base.
Oh, you... Oh! Oh man, that would have been so cool. That would have been a quad piece. I'm using 80%, so it's quite high. The game's only using like a meg max, up and down. But
Domination. Secure and hold all positions.
I got plenty for upload, so I'm probably I'd have to get back to you on that one to say what the actual bandwidth is, but because I don't know off the top of my head.
Recon airborne.
Ooh,
Enemy
I'll give them
has
guys cover. Oh. Oh no, not for me dead. Because my grenade throw gave it away. Ooh. Ooh.
Enemy
Did I
has
somehow
Baker.
get my perks? Perks. Score streaks.
Moving Azon bomb. Fighter pilot inbound. Strafing the target.
I find this a bit awkward.
Care
Just
package on the way. Protect the drop zone. Enemy strafing run inbound.
error. Just doesn't
Fighter aircraft
seem
ready.
right.
Offer a strafing run. Capturing Baker. Enemy care package observed. Stop their resupply. Enemy recon aircraft observed.
That should have blown up and crashed into the caboodle there. Got a smoke grenade, I think. Ooh! Smoke grenades are key, certainly for Russian classes. For me, I do
Enemy
prefer
recon aircraft observed.
smoke.
Enemy bomb incoming. Get to
I'm gonna
cover.
get in, but you can shoot down these recon. Oh, that's gone. So another recon. You can shoot them down, and it is advisable to shoot them down. But a lot of
Enemy strafing
people,
run inbound. Enemy mortar fire incoming. Fall
jeez,
back.
they're pulling all of their streaks.
Enemy care package observed. Stop
Yeah,
their
somebody
recon
else set
aircraft
theirs
observed.
really low, and then they watched my video, and they set theirs up to high, and then found it much more playable. Much more playable. Damn. I know he's up there. Ooh, I thought he was up there. Did he drop down? Yeah, he did. How long have I been streaming for now? Am I getting on to 2 hours?
They're capturing Able. Care package on the
Oh.
way. Protect the drop zone. Enemy recon aircraft observed. Recon aloft. Eyes in the sky. Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't have the latest Windows update. I'm on the one
Recon
prior to
searching for
that.
targets.
I think because the creators update, if I remember rightly, had more, I'll call it spyware, stuff that I really didn't agree with. Oh my goodness. Shouldn't push that way.
Enemy mortar fire incoming. Fall back.
So the other team are doing pretty well and are calling in everything at the moment.
Fighter strike incoming. Find cover.
God. So, I suspect post the analysis of these games this weekend for domination, that they're going to dumb down these points values, because they sort of like doubled them all. And right now it's just score streak, score streak, score streak, score streak being called in, and it's no fun. And you can't play the objective. Yeah.
Capturing Charlie. Enemy recon aircraft observed.
Come on, help me get C. Just need to mix it up.
Enemy artillery. Get to cover. Capturing Charlie. Enemy recon aircraft observed.
So, like, was that three UAVs? But you can see they were really pounding. But too many score streaks, so I suspect they're gonna dumb down the point value compared to last week, because that wasn't so much fun. I don't think they've tweaked it yet. I think the tweak is incoming, or they may have tweaked it, and I'm just not. I haven't got quick draw on this particular class. Disconnected from server. Ooh. Right. I want to play with this gun because I haven't played with it yet. This is the new, as you would have probably seen from last weekend's beta, the STG was like the gun from the assault rifle point of view. So the STG 44 was the absolute gun. It was really nice. But I've heard some good things about this one, the M1A1. But so I'm going to give that a go. I don't know how lethal it is. I think I need to find out. But yeah, okay. I think they were tweaking it. It wasn't available. The tweak wasn't available at the start of weekend 2, but I don't know if it's in place. The war game mode, I like it, but you've got to be in a team of at least 3, and for groups of friends or even clans, I think it's a fun game mode, and hopefully they tweak that and stuff. But you've definitely got to work as a team, and you definitely need different class setups to do it. If you don't do it, you'll never win. And I've had some really cool games, and I'm going to do like a montage of war for different games, putting the key stuff together where it's like all hectic and chaotic and really exciting, just to give people the idea, the flavor of it. So it could be a long video, because war is typically like a 20-minute game or so, and you got like each side takes turns in attacking and defending. Oh, so it is like the M1A1 sort of thing. Or A7, it's a burst rifle. So this is where your accuracy comes into play. And what is it about this map and triple capping?
Losing objective Kaiser.
At least it's definitely more lethal. Definitely more lethal, but your accuracy's got to be good. Your accuracy has got to be good. I like any burst weapon, right? So it's going to be absolutely quick scoping. That's my number one thing. I can understand why they want quick scoping in there for the quick scoping teenagers and all that jazz. Must have it. Oh, I saw red behind me.
Capturing Kaiser.
Oh my goodness. So stock effectively is not available until Division 4 of the infantry division. So
enemy taking A.
That would have helped with this gun.
lost.
Oh my god. That's called spamming bullets big time. You coming up this way? I don't normally camp. Whoa. These particular style of maps do, the close quarters are always going to favour SMGs. So the other Chen map, if I pronounce it correctly, will suit, you know, longer range weapons. But the STG, I do like the rapid fire, you see.
Anton is overrun. Need reinforcements.
Crap. But you can see jump shots. Oh, I got quick scoped. So shocker. But jump shots are a necessity.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
In my opinion. Right, we're Germans. I don't always pay attention to that stuff, but it's like, which voice? I don't really want to peek. Because I'd expect to get killed pretty easily.
Searching for targets. Good work. Prepare for the next advance.
I did generally like World at War. I know I don't think I ever got the map packs for World at War because I wasn't a map pack person back then. Only Modern Warfare 3 was when I first bought my first season pass, because I don't think to that point until Modern Warfare 3 they didn't even have season passes. They didn't exist. You still had to buy your map pack one at a time, you know, £10 each or whatever.
Enemy controls C. We hold Anton. Enemy taking heavy casualties.
Jump shot is a new drop shot.
Securing Kaiser. Capturing Bertha. Kaiser is ours.
Right, just me capturing it then.
Capturing Anton. Bertha locked down.
Oh, stuck. Don't want to push straight up there. Normally like to shoot from here.
Overrun. Need reinforcements.
Hoping they're going to come around here, but with this type of gun, got to snap on.
Recon searching for targets.
Come on.
Capturing Anton.
There we
Recon
go.
aircraft scrambled. Recon searching for targets.
Oh my god. That was terrible.
Enemy taking B.
That was terrible.
Enemy contact at Kaiser.
Oh.
Enemy capturing Kaiser. B is lost. Enemy capturing Kaiser. Recon flight concluded.
I do find it weird the way they pronounce C-Dom and B-Dom as being Kaiser. Beta. I just find it weird, but hey. Maybe it's authentic for the time.
Enemy taking A.
We're getting split spawns again. I hate it. I won't get.
We control all objectives. Recon airborne.
Oh no, I don't want a sniper
Need
rifle.
reinforcements. Recon searching for targets. Taking A.
Oh. And this is with no weapon attachments. No, we're in round 2.
Recon searching for targets. Control all objectives. Hold the line.
Oh god.
Enemy capturing Kaiser. Kaiser is taken. Counter-attack.
That was epic fail.
Fritz X-bomb
Really?
ready. Recon flight concluded.
Okay. Let's take the seed on.
Care package descending.
Oh my
Protect the
goodness.
drop zone.
I killed myself.
Securing cave.
So,
Recon
that's interesting.
airborne. Recon airborne, searching for targets. Strafing run inbound. Enemy taking lead. Fighter aircraft approaching target. Fritz X-bomb mission underway.
So with the glide bombs, you really can't get it to a certain part of the map. You've got... Oh my god, grenade.
Enemy taking C. Recon airborne.
And we won
Well
fairly
fought. This was an
fairly
important
convincingly and fairly easily, but they would have felt a bit trashed upon there.
He's dead.
Do you guys want to see another play mode hardpoint? Or do you want to see some more TDM, or do you want to see some more DOM? Let me know. I got a quick draw, cool. Nope, not that glass, there's glass. Yeah. Let's see. Got shotgun. Class. Let's put some smoke on that one. Just thinking I might run with the shotgun as well. Yeah. Let's try that. Yeah. I don't know. Do you know if they're bringing in kill confirm? Because that was one of my favourite game modes, and I always typically, because I like rushing around, and so it was a nice mix of TDM and a sort of like play the objective type thing. But of course, you'd have people camping on tags and stuff. I did like that game mode, but I'm not sure if they're going to bring that one in because maybe it's not considered authentic enough or not objective play enough. But I don't know. But I certainly hope it's in, because I do like that, but I am looking forward to playing the campaign. I can't believe it, but I still haven't played Black Ops 3 campaign or the latest Infinite Warfare Disaster one, which I felt more engaged in on the campaign, but I just haven't sat down and played it. I'll say. That'd be nice. I would hope capture the flag would be in the game. I would certainly hope so. I can't see why it wouldn't be. I know S&D's coming in because they've confirmed that. I'm not a big fan of S&D, but I will play it when, you know, with friends who want to play S&D, you know.
Hard point.
And that's where you want, you know, a nice fast runner class for capture the flag. Where is the hard point?
New hard point.
There we go. It's this direction. Cool. There's me trying to jump shot. And we're playing against snipers again. Yay!
Hardpoint is in enemy hands.
Of course it is.
Seize and defend the hard point.
Right, so, you know, with hardpoint, this is a real objective.
Hard point locked down.
Cool. Game mode, so it's like I was a bit worried, you know, when you play with randoms, that we weren't going to get it. Ooh, damn, just bad timing. Throwing the grenade out and
New hard point. Move
stuff.
out.
Is it B-Dom? Yeah, it's B-Dom. But I got a hard point gameplay when I was playing with mates, so
Hard point locked down.
I will be sharing that in the future commentary. I'm expecting them to come.
Smoke grenade first. Seize and defend the hard point. Enemy mortar fire incoming. Clear the enemy recon aircraft observed.
Alright. Where? There it is. Yeah. I know. There we go. So you can shoot him down. Obviously shooting it down like with an STG or... You can shoot quite quickly then with this. Ooh.
Hard point is secure.
Oh. As I just found out. Even though it's a burst weapon. Ooh.
Hard point is in enemy hands. Incoming enemy artillery. Get to cover.
Oh, I was exposed. Yeah, we're so not gonna win this one.
New hard point. Flush out the
The
enemy.
thing I do like about this game is where you've got the you don't feel pressure to use, you know, the OP class, that gun. I feel like you can play
enemy
about
recon
with
aircraft observed.
any sort of gun, more or less. So I do like that
Seize
fact,
and defend the hard
that you can
point.
play with any gun. Not too bad. It's not too shabby of a gun.
Enemy recon aircraft observed. Hard point is in enemy hands. Enemy recon aircraft observed.
Too many UAVs. Too many UAVs.
Hard point location confirmed. Sniper! Stay low! Taking fire! Hard point is in enemy hands. Enemy bomb incoming! Get to cover!
Let's say the bridge is either going to protect me or it isn't. I'm getting the hang of this more, you know, hammering the burst rifle, because I don't normally do that. And
Incoming enemy artillery! Get to cover!
to be able to do that type of kill with a burst rifle,
New
fairly
hard point. Move out!
content with that.
Enemy care package observed. Stop their resupply. Hard point in Allied hands. Hard point is in enemy hands. Enemy recon aircraft observed. Hard point is secure. Recon aircraft awaiting orders.
Alright.
Recon airborne. Enemy mortar fire incoming. Clear the enemy recon aircraft reserve. Enemy flamethrower on the battlefield.
Ooh, that's a sniper.
Incoming enemy artillery. Get to cover.
Oh, gee whizzy. Oh, that wasn't too bad though.
Recon
Wasn't
flight
too bad.
concluded. New hardpoint. Move out. Hardpoint is in enemy head.
SMG versus first rifle. We're so losing. Nope. That was a close one.
New hardpoint. Flush out the enemy.
Oh god, I thought I reloaded. So for this game I haven't changed my net dimmer settings for doing the streaming.
Enemy
They're
recon aircraft
sufficiently bye bye sniper are high enough, so they're
Enemy
80%
recon aircraft
preemptive.
observed.
Up and down. Right, do we let's put a shotgun on.
Enemies down. Get the enemy.
Ooh.
New hardpoint. Move out. Enemy
I think
recon
I'm the only
aircraft
one going
observed.
for the objective. I don't know.
Hardpoint is in enemy hands.
There we go.
Our advance failed. Go back to the MLR.
I think we'll go back for one final game with TDM and I'll play with a shotgun instead. Something a bit different. I do like the final kill cams, but it should be the kill should be always from the winning side though, I think. I thought they changed the shotgun so that the incendiary shells were swapped out for ordinary ones by default. I thought that's what they did, but didn't appear to for that. Right, so just come out of that. So you can see I did reasonably well with the, where are you? M1, A1, put the grip on. Might as well. It's still annoying that you have to, like, once you rank up one of these, and you go like from Division 3 to Division 4, which I have done. Yeah, you have to take off that, and then you've got to go and put it back on for example, stock, which is, you know, number 4, move faster while aiming down sights, to become active. It's crazy. That bug still exists. Obviously, it'll be fixed in the final, but it's still there. Right, let's have a quick look with my shotgun class 2. That looks okay. Yeah, so we're going to go TDM. give it a go. So I hope that made sense. Preemptive 80%. I don't know the speed off the top of my head. What I could possibly do maybe towards the end of the stream is quickly run a test on my PC that will tell me what the upload and download speed is. Ooh, shotgun on this map. This map is slowly growing on me, but I absolutely... I'm guessing that you need higher upload and download speeds for you to get good gaming. I mean, it's like when I did the share play on PlayStation last weekend for a fellow friend to see the game because he didn't have the beta. I started off with reactive just because that gives me 10 megs extra. You know, the preemptive versus reactive has a massive impact on what's on my speed. But it was just I was just shooting bullets straight through enemies. But once we got the connection established, I simply then put it to preemptive 80% and it was playing absolutely fine. Right, I love the shotgun. I do like these incendiary ones. So I may play one more game post this since we've got the stock unlocked, so you can see what stock's like on like the STG, which is more of a rapid fire assault rifle, so it's something a bit more interesting. Sometimes I end up firing a lot more than I want to because... Ooh, I saw you. Oh, we both saw each other and we were both trying to figure out how we're going to kill each other. He won. I love it. That didn't work. Does this? I can't remember if I ever put smoke on this. Because some will have the air smoke, which is what I like. To be able to like dive up, run up the street, dive in. Oh yeah, the body parts flying around and stuff. It's going to be interesting. Obviously, this is available on the Pro, which I don't own, and it's sort of like interesting to know whether there's any more gore effects. But this will only be built up to certain. It'll be a certain coding standard. That's a typical spot. There you go. I'm sitting there all game. This is this map. It is. But you have the opposing position because they'll just lie there on that particular spot to take people out. I know when I played this map, was it Thursday evening when this thing came available? I was not happy with this map. A lot of raging was occurring. Yes, not good, not good. I'm hoping the grenade gun. Nah. So he's still sat there. You got a PS4 Pro, lucky you.
We're losing the fight!
Please don't tell me you saw me! You did!
We have the momentum!
It's like I'm waiting for ghosts. Sometimes I should have flipped. Should have. You can hear. Terrible. Oh my god.
I'm drawing fire!
Yeah, I don't know what some of my friends have got on Virgin. I know a lot of people who got Virgin have had issues because the ping is not friendly for gaming. Putting it mildly. Oh, I was out of shells. Damn. Yeah, I've seen some people tell me, you know, ran the test like you said, and they got like 1,000 millisecond ping. And my advice straight on that one was go. Oh, I was going to say, if I survived that, that was like definitely phone up the ISP and get them to fix it, because there's something seriously wrong when you got a whole second ping. I think I missed. I got one. I probably got a lot of tweets. I try to answer all tweets.
Strafing run inbound.
And sometimes, unfortunately, I miss them.
Movement by the trolley. Care package on the way. Check the drop zone.
I only saw him because of his red name tag. Only reason I saw it. Oh, nope.
Recon aloft. We have eyes in the sky. Enemy recon aircraft observed.
Throwing grenade!
Oh, they're expecting me now. Ah.
They're pushing to the library!
Got a man down. Movement by enemy recon aircraft observed.
Well, we won. Woo.
Great work. They are in full retreat.
It's definitely a bit of trial and error for sure, to find that sweet thing. The flower petal, as I tend to call it, I leave it completely alone. I know I tried suggesting using it in the past for, you know, different scenarios when we were like doing a hybrid setup, a TP-Link and NetDoomer, which I don't do right now. I've just got the NetDoomer. TP-Link is for another like division of my home network to keep them two segregated. I just have it completely just reset distribution. So because I found the flower petal terrible in the sense of that it introduced more lag in. So definitely click on reset distribution. Which will make sure that the share access is ticked, and only use the congestion control. Now I know for those of you who've got like ridiculously high speeds that you have to like click super turbo to get those high speeds, but When you're gaming, you don't need it, so you could just temporarily untick it, so that the congestion control. Let me just come out of this lobby for a sec. So that congestion control is still available to you, and then you can do the 99, 90%, 8% type testing, just doing it at those quick intervals in succession during the daytime on wired when nobody else is using the web, to find out which is. It should be using DSL on the speed test, because it's not proper fiber. It's fiber to the cabinet, and still, I think, still sort of like cable into the house. BT, Virgin, they don't provide fiber. It's fiber to the cabinet and then copper. So it's still DSL. So select DSL when you're doing the speed test. So that's what I did. I would do the 98%. But what I did for my thing, and I know I mentioned it, there's so many videos over time, but when I set the congestion control sliders to 50%, I want to make sure that when I do a simple speed test, that I'm getting 50% of my bandwidth as expected. And so I think it's on the device something page. You go and click edit, and you can adjust your upload and download values. So I tweaked those until 50% gave me actually 50% of my actual speed. So that's, I guess, step one. Make sure you've done a reset distribution prior, yeah. So, and then I would do the 90%, 80%, 70%, down to 10%, doing one test after another on reactive, and then did exactly the same thing for preemptive, and made a note of my milliseconds for that percentage setting on preemptive, reactive. So reactive for me, the buffer bloat was terrible. Very rarely could I get A+, even though it would give me higher speeds. As soon as I switched it to preemptive, for me, this is only for me personally, for my internet, because what you might find is that reactive works best for you. I know that's the case for some people out there, that reactive is the best for them, preemptive is awful. For me, it's the other way around. Preemptive is the best, even though it gives me slower speed. So when I'm gaming, I'm preemptive, and I'm 80% because it gives me an 8 millisecond ping. And I have to the dedicated server that I generally game on, and I'm not sure if I'm gaming on that one today. Yeah, I am, because it's still yellow. I get a 7.4 millisecond ping to it. So yeah, so I'm preemptive and 80%, and I'm BT Infinity. So, but I don't know for Virgin, because obviously I don't have Virgin, and I don't know anybody who would be patient enough for me to sit through with them doing it. To find out, yeah, that's it. But the share result page really gives you that in-depth. Yeah, I'm pretty close to my server. Pretty close to the server. Occasionally, speed tests would tell me that I got 1 millisecond ping, because the server is like next doors to me type thing. It's crazy. But yeah. But if you get 30 milliseconds, you're good, because that's still 15 milliseconds to the server and 15 back. So you're underneath the 16.67 milliseconds, which is required for 60 hertz updates. Yeah, definitely do it during the daytime. I would suggest doing it in the morning, like 9 o'clock or so, in case they've got any traffic shaping of their own switched on and there's less network congestion. You'll get the true result. So do it first thing in the morning, wired, nobody else, and that's what I would do. And quickly run through the 90 to 10%. Just do a simple one test after another to get that quick ballpark rough impression of what milliseconds you're getting at each percentage. Do it for reactive, then repeat it again for preemptive, and then you would have zeroed in at least on some of those percentages and whether reactive or preemptive is best for you, because it's going to be a personal thing. And that's what I recommend. And go with the one that gives you the lowest millisecond ping. I mean, for Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare, I'd game with either 40 or 30%, because it seemed really high download speeds and upload speeds would screw you over. It shouldn't do. It's just they're running very old netcode, I guess. And it has an effect. even though because the 80% gave me the lowest ping, but the highest speeds, and then 40% gave me like 1 millisecond ping difference. So it's nothing really, but a significant jump down in speeds. So I hope that helps, guys. I really do. Right. What was the gun we were going to have a quick play with? I don't know. Oh, well, I know what we're going to do. I wanted to put the STG on because we now supposedly have, let's try, I think, grip, rapid fire, and advanced rifling. Because the sight is reasonable, I know, and maybe then one more game after that and I'll swap that in for a sight, but I think I'm going to try that. See how that goes. Could be a bad move because I might need extended mag, but I want to see what stock's like. Hey, Major Dangle, how you doing? I was going to say, Flexing John, you're welcome. I've definitely... I definitely appreciate the feedback. I know you guys appreciate the effort I put into the videos, and I appreciate reading people's comments and stuff, letting me know that I've helped them get... I know. I was expecting to having signed up an NDA or something. I don't have the Doomer OS. I know other people was very close niche who have it. I guess I'm too big of a YouTuber to be trusted. I don't know. I'm just jesting and joking. As I put in my video when I speculated about the Doomer, I went, I don't want to test it until it's relatively stable. I need a working internet at home. You know? Right. So yeah, there's no news. I'm hoping, but you know, every time one speculates that it's going to be out like in a month, it's not. You know what I mean? The thing I will say is that I think they, being NetDoom themselves, the development team, obviously Ian is the lead developer. Hey, Captain Shock, how are you, man? They underestimated. If you've ever been involved in software development, which I have been, bit of fear. If you've ever developed software, you'll know that estimating how long a job takes is a challenging task. So if you've never done it in your life and you've never modified or created code of that type, because you've got like network code, you've got operating system level code, application level type of code, depending on the type of code you're developing and what's you know, how much of the design is in place and how much code you've got to create and stuff. Code estimation on the time to do it, it's a challenging thing. And so they completely underestimated big time how long it would take to
eliminate the enemy team,
to do the build from the ground
enemy
up.
Inbound.
So
He's bleeding out. Have the momentum.
oh, Mr. German. That was so close.
Perfect shot.
You can see why the STG is, let's pick up that, is a favorite gun. And I was talking about earlier in the streams about these two walls. Each side is like a nice trigger and you just sort of stay behind them. You can do
Ready for strafing run. Call the target.
quite nice. And when it flows like this, it's really cool. But I don't want to stay there too long because I will die. I'm waiting for them to come up from that stairs.
Recon flight concluded.
Oh. That's all I call in my streaks. I'm worried I'm gonna die. If I do. Right, it looks like we just spawned here. So, I am gonna call this one in person. Oh, completely missed.
Fighter aircraft ready. All for a strafing run.
Oh, at least I got a kill. No, I got 2 kills. Nice. But I do like the SGG. And you can see that the hustle badge works very nicely.
Follow me.
Ooh, that's my streak over. Yeah. I sort of into the zone. It's like I was thinking that this was going to be the final game for the stream, but could be getting warmed up. I didn't used to like TDM. I mean, domination used to be my game. It absolutely used to be my game. But then, like, one Christmas, it was like Christmas noob season. Sim, come and play TDM. That's where all the noobs are. It's like, oh, I don't want to play TDM. And then I play TDM. It's like, oh, this is a lot of fun. And of course, TDM has lots of people tend to play TDM because it's got,
Care package on the way.
better connections too, and some people just want to go for the killing. But I've really TDM has really grown on me. It really has. All right.
Recon searching the front.
Jump shot. I'm trying to figure out. No, they are still.
Firing division artillery. Target position confirmed.
So you can see the stock is now working. And that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see stock. But once you figured out how to navigate these maps,
Care package on the way. Protect the drop zone. Recon aircraft awaiting orders.
you can see I do like this map. I have a lot of fun with this map.
Recon aircraft destroyed. Recon flight concluded.
They're all spawning the other side now. Got the
Recon aloft. We have eyes in the
sneaky
sky.
feeling I'm gonna die.
Bombing mission ready.
No! Oh my god! Oh.
Fighter aircraft ready. All for a strafing run.
A kill, I think. Just. Right. Surely they've got to be coming over this side. Oh. 22 and 3! Nice.
Throwing grenade.
Terrible.
package on the way. Protect the drop zone.
Oh, lost the rhythm for a sec. Oh, there we go. And did. See you, Raf.
Fighter aircraft ready. Call for a strafing run.
Oh, yeah, not so good.
Good
22
job,
and
kid.
5. I'm happy with that.
And some rest. You earned.
And I think I might call it a day there. What a nice gameplay to end the stream with.
Keep fire down there.
Thanks, Twisted. Obviously you shot off, but cheers. Ah, sorry. Yeah, that's me. He's like, I've got this on my laptop and I can only see a little bit of the chat window, so I have to keep scrolling up. I'm sure there's a better way of doing it. But yeah, at least you guys got to see stock in action for that last bit of gameplay, so that was cool. So thanks guys very much for attending my first stream. Hope you enjoyed. I certainly think you guys learnt stuff for your net doomers and all that stuff. So yeah, I'll possibly do some more streaming tomorrow, and maybe Monday because we're Saturday today, because yeah, see how it goes. Thank you very much, and until next time, this has been Sim. Yeah, couldn't resist. Yeah, hit the bell for sure. Now I'm trying to get this thing to stop streaming. Oh dear.